Okay, let's talk about dairy because dairy is always talked about when it comes to acne and skin things. So, dairy is always a key thing people are talking about because, and more so like milk than say cheese and yogurt, right? Because of casein. So, casein is the protein, it's one of the proteins, whey is the other one, found in milk. And this has been shown a lot through studies to exacerbate acne because it regulates IGF-1, right? And and it also can stimulate insulin resistance. And then that is then what the flow-on effect of that is then your skin breaking out, right? So think of it like this. So dairy can then upregulate insulin resistance, IGF-1, increasing inflammation, and therefore increasing your skin issues. It's funny that yogurt and cheese don't seem to have the same thing. We know that yogurt obviously has all the probiotics in it. And when it comes to dairy, it's a similar thing. Sorry, when it comes to cheese, it's a similar thing because it's been fermented. And in that fermentation process, it helps to break down some of that casein and also some of the lactose. And that can then really help with your body's response to dairy. We also know that the quality of milk and cheese and dairy is really, really important. Is it organic? Is it raw? Are you eating it with good gut health or are you eating it with disastrous gut health? All of those things are important. Are you eating it in a stressed environment? Are you eating it in a relaxed environment? Why is it we can go to Italy and eat all the fucking burrata and your skin's pretty much fine? We also know though, that the combination of dairy and sugar is even worse. So there's a lot of studies that have been done. And when milk is combined with a diet that is high in sugar and like inflammatory fats, so vegetable oils, IGF-1 levels jump and then make the acne even more worse. So if you're going to Italy and eating a lot of sugar and a lot of dairy, that could be causing a problem. But if you're eating a little bit of dairy, like a moderate amount, and you're having a bit of gelato, things should be fine, right? So sugar and dairy in combination can cause the vast amount of people major, major issues. So my rule of thumb is when I'm at home, I don't eat dairy. When I'm away on holidays, not in America, when I'm away in Europe and Australia is fine, I will eat some dairy, right? I'm not going to ever drink a glass of milk. I can have some gelato. If I have like milk chocolate gelato, I will feel a little bit sick. But I often have the deep chocolate fudge one, which is like a sorbet. And then I might have like a hazelnut or pistachio. So a little bit of creaminess, but not too much. I'll have some cheese. I'll have some burrata. The only sugar that I'm really getting though in Italy is from gelato. And gelato doesn't actually have that much sugar in it because the sugars in the milk is actually what causes a lot of what creates a lot of the sweetness, which is great. And I have the really, really, really dark chocolate, which isn't sweet, it's bitter. So there's also only a small amount of sugar in that as well. Now, I love these flavors. I'm not saying that you have to do this. It's just what I do. And I am going to do an episode for you guys on how I eat and travel. I promise. I know you guys have been wanting this, so I will not forget, but I will say that I did do an Instagram story and I put it on the blog as well. So we'll link the blog below of how to travel and eat healthy. So you can read that in the meantime, but then I will do an episode kind of giving you guys way more details so you can save the episode for when you next go on your summer vacation.